I'm shooting with a GoPro Hero 12. This is my first nighttime shot. There's a light on. Now, I'm not comparing it to DJI Osmo Action 4, this clip. But what I'm going to do is take the next clip and show you what the Osmo Action 4 looks like. So here's the Osmo Action 4. Now, what I can tell you, what I see from the GoPro, and I'm going to walk away from the light, that the field of view, linear plus horizon, is closer. So the GoPro trademark seems to be a little bit better and what I like. I'm not as distant like the DJI Osmo Action 4. Now with the two cameras, I'm going to give you some information that you're going to say, hey, man, I didn't know that. Maybe I should get one of these. Maybe I should get both or just stick with what I got. I'm not going to make it difficult for anybody, but I'm going to tell you, out of the box, you're going to find that picking up a DJI Osmo Action 4 is going to be the easier camera to operate and simple to use. Meaning that for me, when I do this nighttime shot, all I gotta do is set the camera to 4K, 24 frames per second, put on either Rocksteady Plus, or Horizon Balance, and that's it. Finished. I don't go into the Pro. I don't set anything up. And that is it. You can kind of say that's the easy mode of DJI Osmo Action 4. Now, the Osmo Action 4 has HDR. That's 48 frames per second, where it starts at 30 frames per second and 24 frames per second on automatic. No way or form can you turn on or off HDR manually. And that is where GoPro, you can do that. But HDR on GoPro may or may not be like the Osmo Action 4. If you look at the night shot of DJI Osmo Action 4, it is what? Brighter? I don't know if it's clearer. It may have a chroma color where you have to adjust the auto white balance to make it a little bit more natural. Maybe just a little browner. So I'm going to switch over, and then you could tell me in HDR which one looks better to you. In HDR, this is the GoPro Hero 12. And you're going to be noticing what I'm doing back and forth. I'm going to be shooting one shot with the GoPro Hero 12, one with the DJI Osmo Action 4, and telling you what I personally feel about the cameras and what I like and why I got the cameras for me. As I get out of the light, you can kind of see that I'm in the more, not grayish, slate color. I don't know. It's a little darker and more, not bright like the Osmo Action 4. Nighttime shots, like I said, this is the camera that will probably be the winner in my eyes. But everybody else is trying to show you that the GoPro Hero 12 is a much better camera, and I don't see how I can do this and adjust it out of the box to be identical at all. I'm doing something wrong. I may not know the setting, and I will have to ask people, what is the setting that I can get this nice and bright? Now, nighttime is when I come out the wee hours and I do my walk and talks and bike rides. But I also use my camera 24/7. Now, why did I get a GoPro Hero 12 Black? Well, one reason I got 4 is to help people out. I'm no pro at it, but I run a forum, so it's better to get one than to have an Insta360 1X3 in case I drop it. Then I'm going to be in trouble, and that's not what I want to do. Have a damaged camera. So I also want the different features. I want to be able to go to the side of a highway and do the vehicle painting. I like the time-lapse feature mode in the GoPro and all. I like it to be where I don't have to hold my camera so far out. Did I say that right? I want to hold it a little further out than holding it into my face and get a closer shot. And DJI, I have to do that and hold it right in my face. With the DJI, I'm getting all of these little, lines coming down, and I don't like that. Maybe the lines won't be as bad on the GoPro Hero 12. Maybe it'd be the back old-fashioned little circle. Well, there's a lot of reasons why I got my GoPro not over the DJI and not the DJI over the GoPro. There's a lot of reasons why I got it. And to have both cameras and do different things, it kind of made sense. Well, I thought getting a 360, like said, would complete my camera gear. It would have, but having a GoPro is not going to complete my camera gear. It's going to have me something that I could take with me. All right. I like the Insta-On with the DJI Instant Record Fast, and I like the GoPro with its on that comes on in 4 or 5 seconds. So when I start it, I put my camera up and I'm ready to go. Sometimes with the DJI, you try to do that, microphone thing, and DJI came back and said, it's not our microphones. It's we have the dedicated microphones and products that will work, that will make it go to the instantly on with the external mic source. And DJI will never fix that issue where there's a delay and quick start with the microphones. GoPro probably is going to start immediately, but you got to use a media module. I hope I'm kind of making sense. I'm not going to sit here and give you a script of every single thing and talk to it like in a movie that's going to take a year to do. Fish, hold the camera a little bit better. I'm holding it off. I don't want to be centered. And as I'm by the light over here, I'm lit up. And I always said, if there's no light, there's no video. I lost the way I said it. If you have light, you have video. You can make video and all. Well, I think I am going to start to head back. I said my piece. I said my talk. And yeah, I didn't sit down, but I did hold it by a light. So this way I know the GoPro can have something to get a shot in. Just looking at the screen, man, DJI, you do a good job, man. This is the Andy Sin tripod. It's nice. I like it. Now, I don't care about having a touch screen. How many times have I touched the screen of the Osmo Action 4? I touched it, don't like it, always shows that lock. But now the lock don't show there. I got to be careful. I'm alternating back and forth between each camera, so this way we can see the differences of the camera. Now, the thing I noticed with the GoPro is the stereo sound that I definitely heard left and right separation, where the Osmo Action 4, I didn't hear that. But when I hooked up the AirPods, and I hear the beeps in my ears, and I don't like that. I just want a microphone. Maybe the AirPods just hook up to the headphones and that's it. You don't hear yourself talking. You just hear the audible beeps of the camera. I'm not even sure if they were working. I would have to take the AirPods, put the camera down, go into a different room or in the distance and try it. I'm not going to be here trying to sell you. I'm going to be here trying to help you decide which is the better camera. Now, I know that I like the shutter button of the GoPro a lot better. I don't have to hurt my fingers trying to press it, where I just try to press it now and it's cold out. What happens if this thing gets more brittle and colder? Will it be harder and harder to press? We'll make a hard shutter button for people to press, or even a mode button. Go back to the little bit of a cushion. Allow us to press the button. If you think that it's for diving, then make a button that you can slide over, a switch that you can slide over, a cover that you can slide over. GoPro, that's what I like with the buttons. Ah man, like I said, my fingers are thankful to the GoPro, man. Don't buy the camera just because of the soft buttons like GoPro. Buy the camera because you like the camera you want to use and you're going to get the most joy out of. Now, this camera sold for on sale when it first came out, and that's when it should have been bought at $299.99. Now it's $349.99, claiming it's on sale. And I forget, DJI has always been at $399.99 for the new Osmo Action 4. And you have to go to DJI to get the sale price if they had a sale of, I think, let's say 25%, which would give you about $25, $30 off maximum. Well, I'm going to end this with the GoPro Hero 12 Black. Which camera do you like to use and prefer? Which features of the camera you like best? If it's a DJI Osmo Action 4, I love the Insta Start. And I like the nighttime. I love it. And yeah, those are the two things I like the best of the camera. Now, it's a vlogger's camera. It gets me to do with what I want in the low-level shots. And the GoPro Hero 12 Black, I can't tell you right now. It's got to be something in there that I like. Until I find out and figure out, I'll let you know in videos to come. So you pick a camera, you decide what you like, and hope you make the best choice with what you're using. You want to get out there and have fun shooting in low-level shots and have some nice shots and all, both cameras should do just fine. You want to sit there and figure out how to use your camera, set it up, and once you set it up, you got your custom profiles, you got your camera. On that note, you know who I am. I'm Fish, and I catch you on many other videos to come. I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, I don't know which one I'm going to be picking up to use. It's always the recent ones I pick up. But let's see what happens with the GoPro Hero 12 Black. The first half of the video was about video, and you saw how the Action 4 outdid the GoPro. Now, can I make the GoPro outdo the Action 4? Real life, I don't have the time to sit there, set this up on every single shot, and manipulate the cameras to make GoPro look better. I basically showed you on the go how each camera works, and that's exactly what this video is about in real life. The GoPro is not an easy camera to just get up and go to get your low light shots. You're going to have to take some time and figure out your settings. You have auto low light. It's hidden in the camera. Auto low light will come on at 30 and 24 frames per second, and or along with your ISO maximum above 1600. And you need to be on 3200 to enable it. It used to be a switch, and that goes back to like the Hero 8 or Hero 7 time. You had the low light switch on there. So The settings were 4K 24 frames per second. HDR automatically comes on at 30 frames per second and under. And low light enable was on. On the GoPro was 4K 24 frames, auto minimum and maximum of the ISO. And I also tried 100, 3200, and I also tried with the HDR on. So I tried a number of ways to get it to look equal to both cameras, make it fair all around. When you get a 1/2.3 GoPro Hero 10, you get a case and a packaging. And you get all that stuff there. When you get the Hero 11, you may get the case and all that stuff there in the packaging. The Hero 12, this is the case, all the stuff there, the camera and the packaging. With the DJI Osmo Action 4, this is all you get. You get the mount, this little thing. You get a couple of mounts and so forth, similar to what you see here. Now, it's all up to you which one you like. Now, let me bring this the next step. This is a Sony ZV-1F. I'm shooting with the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. They're both the same sensor. They do an excellent job in low-level light. So I can go out and compare night and day. I could go out and compare these two. I think this is going to be the much better camera. And I could go out, and that is going to be impressive. That's how I can say it with either camera. So people complained about this, and you two people don't want this camera. It's an inexpensive camera today. It retails for $500. Now it's about $400. It's a camera not to pass by. And the Sony ZV-1 Mark II doesn't meet people's expectations as well, and they prefer the Sony ZV-1. Well, it is what it is, right? So all these different cameras, we got different stories and different things we like and dislike, and that's what I'm here trying to say to you. DJI made a nice magnetic mount. This should be the front. You simply just place it on. It's not on there until you snap it on. It's got a magnet, it's very strong, and it's got two claws that grip. It's very strong. Release, place on. Oh, I took my time. Release and place on. Oh, that was on a lot faster. It is what it is. Now, GoPro, they have the 1/4 20 thread today, and they got the mount like that. They still need to get an improvement like what DJI has. So one camera company can do something a little different than the other camera company, and that's your choice. You can go out there on the market, yes, and purchase your own magnetic system that you can snap on and clip on. It may make the camera a little bit bigger. Now, speaking about which camera is bigger, of course, the GoPro is just a little bigger. DJI's got a little smaller camera, a little bit more compact, and it's got a wider screen, more filled than the GoPro. The one thing I like about the GoPro is the shutter button. It's a lot easier to press than what DJI has done for the divers. Made it difficult for me. Another thing that GoPro has done, which, listen, they taken the LRF files and they hid them. I don't see them. I don't care if they're there in the background, but they're not there. So when I now download off, I don't see LRF files like these two cameras have. So there are ups and there are downs. Now, for me, walk and talk, bike rides in the wee hours, 1 hour prior to the sunset, may be important. And I need something that has light. And that's where the DJI goes. I already got a GoPro. I could do night lapse. I could do hyperlapse. I can't do vehicle painting. Sure I can. I could do with this camera, but I have to go into the profiles and set it up perfectly. Here, it's automatically set up. It doesn't have GPS like that, but it has Bluetooth. I hooked up my AirPods. It was beeping in my ear, not what I wanted. I want something that I could just have a microphone, nothing more. I know I could mute the beeps and all that good stuff, but I don't think it worked as a microphone. Bluetooth mic from GoPro, not out yet. DJI has it out for the Pocket 3. They're soon to release it for the Action 4, and they already got the software in there. So I hope you can make a decision for yourself which camera you like and which camera you want. If you want to have just the GoPro, so be it. Or the Action 4, so be it. You want to have both because this one or that one can't do what the other ones can do, and now you got both. You could do what you want to do and pull them out of the pocket and do this and that. Or have two angles of video shots. That's all up to you. I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there that's looking to get into the camera for their first time and don't know which one to get. Personally, this is what I would go for. But if you want something that's more sophisticated and you got time, this one may be what you want to go for. I hope I kind of made sense to you. I got to go, not because. I got to go because I'm running out of battery power. I don't want to make this a 30-minute video, but at least it's 20 minutes long. That made some sense to me. Have a great day. I'm Fish, and I see you on many other videos to come.